So that brings me to another interesting topic about optimizing on the enterprise architecture, right? Somebody who has actually put this whole thing, they are in the hybrid model or a multi-cloud model. Now they are looking at important aspects like the business is scaling. We talked about multiple offices, or it could be continuity, or I need to bring new products to the market faster from various departments. So when it comes to the architectural aspects, now how do you juggle as a CIO in flight? What do you think is really happening, and where things can go wrong and where things can be handled really well, from your opinion, Ravi?
See, so what I've seen that many of the decisions that are taken, are influenced more by the want for technology rather than need for technology. Okay, so for example, I say that there is an organization which doesn't have any public-facing application. They're all enterprise applications. They know that their employees, the number of people who are going to access, it's not going to increase many folds, in the next 2 to 4 years. So why don't they just move to the cloud as it is? Okay, it's very simple. You just move it and just run it the way you're running here, you run there. That's as simple as that. Why to overdo and over complex? In terms of creation of or in trying to refactoring an application because the world says that you should. Okay, that is one aspect of it. The second aspect is you really need scale. Okay, you're not able to manage this. For example, a media company, which was running out of somewhere and now they're moving to the cloud. Now they go to the cloud and all of a sudden they see that their cloud cost explodes. Okay, now that can be controlled only by adding cloud native refactoring aspects to your application, and it can be controlled very well. We have brought down cost for some media companies, which was ranging $60,000-$70,000 a month to like $13,000 a month. Okay, so interesting. So that is how it can work, and how you.
So is it because a deliberate decision, misguided decision to do something out of bounds, or you become lax and you take a wrong decision where?
I would say there's no right or wrong decision. I mean, both the decisions are right. In a way that I want to refactor and move and all. It's a question of, would you like to take multiple tasks together? You're also moving to the cloud, you're also refactoring, you're also doing complex stuffs around it, and you're doing connectivity. Or do you want to defer it? Okay, why not defer a complex subpart to a later stage and live with it as it is for some time, and then you look into moving out of, or later you realize that hey, this is good. I mean, it's working fine. Why do I kind of fix it? Like the Americans say, if it's ain't broken, don't fix it. Why do you go and fix it, right?
Again, it's a call. Is it a methodology call, or is it a?
It's a common sense.
No, Vidya, you want to jump in?
I think that's where the cloud strategy comes in place, right? They don't have the cloud strategy. They start taking the ad hoc request which comes in and they just go with the flow how it goes, and that results in a higher cost, dissatisfaction of the customer.
And do you see it happening on the ground?
Yes, that's definitely.
So on the last 3 points you discussed, right, Max? Governance and how do I take my architectural decisions, right? And we spoke about managed services, which tool, if it's an hybrid model, right? Our consulting offering, as the way it is structured, it actually gets the customer to answer all these questions, right? Because we do a deep dive in all these aspects. So you asked about, so this good point which Ravi was sharing, right? When it's an internal facing application, and it doesn't require a scale. Why do you want to really disturb it? It doesn't require, right? Because it's used by 300 people. It's going to be used by the same 300 people.
Yeah.
Why you want to break into monolith micro? It doesn't make sense. Microservices. So what's interesting here is when we go and do the consulting, we apply frameworks, decision metrics, right? Towards when I go and do a application rationalization. So we try to study the application from a business fit, from a technology fit, for the future state, right? And do a trade-off between the cost, between the performance, and what's important, and we take a decision. The same the case with even your hybrid thing, what you are asking, right?
Hmm.
So we get to figure out what is the right thing to do first of all. So if the customer says, I need this as this is an hybrid model, so is it for compliance requirements? Why the customer wants to retain that in on-prem, right? Validate that, and the ones which they are okay to move to cloud, we try to see what is the right fitment from an architecture perspective.
Okay.
So most of the questions you are trying to put across, right, you get answers if you work with a consulting team, because we go deep dive. And
So it's a collective
yes,
wisdom
we use-
and
we
support.
use hyperscaler frameworks. So you kept asking, how do you do it? What model? What? So all the hyperscalers have their own cloud adoption frameworks for what they've built, right? And this will, most of the case, it will boil down to people, security, then processes, platform, right? Compliance governance. So these are the primary pillars on which
Yeah.